The neural dampener hidden beneath Marcus Veltar's collar buzzed softly as Dr. Elena Rodriguez approached his corner table at Cosmic Grounds, the only interspecies cafe on Luna Station. She had been studying xenobiology for 15 years, but something about this particular Zephyrian intrigued her beyond mere academic curiosity. His azure skin shimmered with bioluminescent patterns that most humans mistook for decorative tattoos, but Elena recognized them as emotional indicators. The deep violet streaks pulsing along his temporal ridges suggested profound melancholy, unusual for a species known for their stoic demeanor. "Mind if I join you?" she asked, gesturing to the empty chair across from him. Marcus looked up from his untouched quantum coffee, his three-chambered heart skipping a beat. Few humans bothered to learn proper Zephyrian greeting postures, but this woman's slight bow and palm placement were flawless. "Please," he replied in accented standard, his voice carrying the harmonic undertones typical of his species. Elena settled into her chair, noting how his fingers trembled slightly around the ceramic mug. "I'm Elena, xenobiology researcher. You seem troubled." The irony wasn't lost on Marcus. Here sat a human studying alien life forms, completely unaware she was sharing coffee with the former Supreme Chancellor of the Zephyrian Empire, a being whose decisions had once affected the lives of 47 billion souls across 12 star systems. "I am Marcus," he said simply. "And you are correct. I carry burdens." What Elena couldn't know was that Marcus had voluntarily exiled himself after the Great Convergence War ended 3 years ago. The peace accords he'd negotiated had saved countless lives, but at a terrible personal cost. His own son had died in the final battle, killed by human weapons while trying to broker a ceasefire that Marcus himself had ordered. The neural dampener suppressed most of his natural telepathic abilities, but he could still sense Elena's genuine compassion, so different from the calculated diplomacy he'd endured for centuries as emperor. Her curiosity was pure, untainted by political ambition or fear. "The quantum foam in this coffee," Elena said, attempting to lighten the mood. "It's specifically calibrated for Zephyrian neural chemistry, isn't it? Most humans can't even taste it properly." Marcus's bioluminescent patterns shifted to a warmer amber, surprise and mild amusement. "You know of such things? I study how different species process sensory input. Your people experience flavor through quantum resonance patterns, not just chemical reactions like we do." Elena leaned forward slightly. "But you're not drinking it." For a moment, Marcus considered revealing everything. His true identity, the weight of empire he'd carried, the son he'd lost, the impossible choice between duty and family. Instead, he simply said, "It reminds me of home." "Home can be complicated," Elena offered softly. Indeed it could. Marcus had destroyed his homeworld's capital city to prevent a devastating weapon from falling into enemy hands. The same weapon that would have ended the war in Zephyr's favor, but at the cost of billions of human lives. "Perhaps," Marcus said, his patterns shifting to a tentative golden hue, "you might help me remember why I once found simple pleasures meaningful." Elena smiled, unaware she was offering friendship to a former emperor who had sacrificed everything, crown, world, and son, for peace. "I'd like that very much, Marcus." As the artificial stars of Luna Station's dome sparkled overhead, two beings from different worlds began an unlikely friendship, built on the universal foundation of shared loneliness and the hope for understanding.